It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Lions and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. And this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
The questions about Jared Goff's future as an NFL starter, whether there's a long-term answer in Detroit, those are long gone. This offseason, signing a lucrative deal, including over $170 million guaranteed dollars. What I love about what he's done in the Motor City is he's created a sense of belief, a confidence that they have been waiting for, clamoring for. When he steps on the field and into that huddle, he elevates everybody around him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, gone. So, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Runs inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So they'll decline this and take the results. First down throw from Goff. Escapes the pocket. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Throwing is gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack. Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Motioning one of the tight ends. Now go for it, Goff. He's on the move. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Value three.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Throw caught at the 6. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And a man is there to knock that away. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks they were spent on.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Tight end going in motion here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his man, Rice. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Yellow.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. give him 24 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. They are throwing it again. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
36-yard line.
This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pressure coming from Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions take possession of the football.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first down, it's gone. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Into the red zone. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it come.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. St. Brown's got it. Complete. Jukes out a one-stop.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Goff on third. Throwing the out route complete. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after converted from Badgley. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yellow!
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Yellow!
It's Pacheco again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs with 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow!
They bring the tight end in motion. From the 40 on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now we're gonna get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another throw for Mahomes. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zones. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the 32. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Lambeau able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These 2 teams will have 1 more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half.
To kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's another carry for Edwards-Helaire. He cuts it to the right sideline. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First throw for the backup now. Wiley hauls it in. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. And the Lions see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter.
Go!
Hooker set to pass. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Hooker to throw. Has the connection to right. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Complete to Raymond. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go.
To throw, Hooker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Michael Badgley on now for the Lions field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Lambo able to put it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the massive hit. The ball is out. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go. What's this, son? What's that?
From the 41. That's complete. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Go, go. What's this, son? What's this, son?
Wentz to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Lions will go on offense.
Ready?
A tight end in motion now.
Ready?
Here's Hooker. Wright reels it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let go.
Now Hooker. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On the move, headed right. Raymond there to grab it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Felix and Udike Uzama making the tackle that time. It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Hooker will look to throw. Able to find Wright. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Ready?
They'll motion a tight end left.
Ready?
Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Ready?
Trying again following the sack. Catch made over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st. New set of downs for them at the 38.
Go.
Motioning the tight end left.
Go.
They go play action on 1st. Connection made to Raymond. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll motion Smith left. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
79 Broncos. Get it.
From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
18, 5 in.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They go play action here. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They send a man in motion. The throw is caught. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Done. Wait, done.
Now here's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing off the play fake here. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Done.
First down.
Wait, done.
To throw is Wentz. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, done.
Putting a receiver in motion.
What's this done?
To throw, Wentz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
Here's Wentz. close. Touchdown, Kansas City. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go. Cut up.
Sending the tight end in motion left. To throw his hooker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league. Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Flush down now to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6.
Here we go. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Now here's Hooker. That's cut beyond the marker. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, go. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Has the connection to right. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Wentz to throw. Edwards-Helaire reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. One of the tight ends in motion left. Wentz set to pass. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. What's this on?
They send a tight end in motion.
Done.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Here we go. What's that?
Now Wentz. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on. Hey.
They give it to him again. And he drives it up past the 45. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And this one doesn't go far. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Back to the well again. 1st down and more past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Ready. Hut.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Get it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Pushing for the red zone. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Lions keep running away with this. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Kansas City.